Yeah, you want to sit back, or what's going on?
Give me a second. I just want to make sure I get all the windows open.
All right. All right. There's the
And then okay. So we are live.
yes.
All right. So I wanted to. So okay. Let me go ahead and sit back, scooch over a little bit, and say, "Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest show the Steel Brothers have ever produced. Welcome to
Voice Acting." That's right. A very special edition of Voice Acting. We thank you guys so much for coming out and listening. You know, we're going to give it a couple of more minutes to get everybody. Uh-oh, there's our boy.
Yeah.
Josh Dickerson. Hey, thanks for hanging out in the streams. So.
Yes, that's what he said.
So, I hope you'll come for the announcement and stay for the entertainment. You know, it won't take us long to get started, but so here it is. Okay, so you're first in line, so you get the privilege to hear. I'm cancer free.
Yay!
Yes, PET scan came back negative. I have completely defeated this classic Hodgkin's lymphoma. So obviously, you know, I got to keep an eye out for symptoms down the line, and you know,
and already, yes, F&A right, Daddy. Woo! Yeah!
Absolutely. So I couldn't be more excited, and you know, I'm everlastingly thankful for my support system, for everybody you know, in my inner circle, for pushing me forward and getting me through this. So yeah, and you know, we obviously we're rocking the Cannonball shirts, we're rocking the lymphoma survivor shirts.
Yep.
So
it couldn't be more fitting.
Yep.
I would like to call this Victory Monday, because this is a huge victory in the part of my brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy for him too, Josh. And yes, big time congrats are in order.
Absolutely. So let me get my hearts put out. So, all right. So that's the news. That's Huey Lewis in the news, and whoever wants to come in and you know, check out the studio. So like I said, I hope you came for the announcement and you'll stay for the entertainment. Let's just go ahead and spin up the Rafflecopter here.
Yeah, and may I say something here?
Sure.
Now, on our previous stream, I have also announced, we have made an announcement that Kevin Conroy, the legendary voice of Batman, had passed. A sad childhood has been taken away from us, and now I regret to inform you, and it's fine. I found that out long before today, that another childhood hero has passed as well. A man by the name of Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
Very well known as the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah. You know, a mixed martial artist in his own right. I believe he had a very short but undefeated career. I'm not sure. But definitely, you know, a lot of pieces of our childhood are going away from us. So thanks for bringing the stream down. Real nice job package. Yeah, idiot. But watched his memorial today and bawled over it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just tugs at your heartstrings.
But
So,
I thought I'd bring that up because we all know that every time we presented the Magatama, we always say the words, "It's war time." And now
just so everybody is in the loop, you know, at certain points throughout the Phoenix Wright series, you have to people hide secrets behind Cyclops. these weird mystical boxes. And in order to be able to get into a position to pick at them, you have to show an item called the Magatama. And every time we would do this on an unsuspecting person, I would press the button, and then we would go, it's morphin' time. So JDF, that one's for you. Rest in peace. So, so I'm going to go ahead and put a hug on that. So, okay, one more thing.
Yeah.
Today's stream is unofficially brought to you by Rain Energy Drink. We usually have Bang. There's supposed to be this really good creamsicle flavored Ghost energy drink out there, but let's pull the pin on the grenade and raise one up, because what time is the package?
It's time to get bombed.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers to victory. Oh, yeah.
Man, what you waiting around for? Let's get this show on the road, y'all.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
My sentiments exactly. The Reggie White gummy bear is my Rain White gummy bear is my fave. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try that out.
White gummy bear.
I see. So all right, enough clowning around. Let's get to it here.
Lock and load, ladies.
Voice acting stream.
Good news. The check cleared. It's go time.
Yeah. And I was in the PlayStation store so that the music wouldn't play in the background. Of course, one of my favorite games of all time, Fallout 5, is the background to my PlayStation console, so it's great. Turn this down a little bit so I can hear myself. Press the X button. Okay, so boys and girls, get your popcorn and sit back, relax, because we are about to go into recipe for turnabout.
Lock and load, boys. Let's go. Load the selected data.
We shall load the selected data. So here we go.
Meanwhile, in court.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw. Whoa, what did he see? Hey, I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer.
Man, he's got a really familiar haircut.
Oh, yeah, he does. But is that his hand?
Yeah, that's his hand, all right. And he's got like somebody's drink.
Oh my goodness. Why won't anyone believe me?
Yeah, well, this could be totally someone different.
Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you, Mr. Wright?
This court finds the defendant guilty.
Guilty.
Oof. This court is adjourned. Bang. Slam the door. What the hell?
What?
All right. January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright and Company law offices. Way before that attempt on democracy.
Oh yeah.
Boy. I hate that. That date's bad. Anyway.
The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
I bet it does, Maya.
So, I decided that our resolution should be Svari, take on the world.
No, shut up.
Oh, stop it, will ya?
What do you think?
Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had... Okay, sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake.
Never. You gotta eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe.
Happy New Year, Detective.
Likewise. Now listen up, Wright. I wanna...
Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation.
Oh, shit. Yeah, me too. All right, pal, you got some explaining to...
Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective?
Oh, well, here. have this. It's really nothing much, but...
Yay, thanks.
Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat.
Hey, what about Pearlie? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Guess I'm busted. How do you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine?
Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced?
What? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you.
Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
Well, don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was that issue from, anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news, you mean?
Not necessarily.
I don't think about old news.
But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December.
So what do you think this is all about, Nick?
If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility.
No way. You don't mean
A phony.
a phony, Nick?
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too.
Magazine clipping added to the court record.
So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it?
Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case.
Ugh, come on now.
My fault? How do you figure that?
Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of.
Oh my God. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal. Now. And that means taking the case back to court. Got it?
Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gutso.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned.
I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year.
So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal? What the hell? I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. The client entrusted the case to me based on my reputation. I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of a guy would do that? All right, let's talk to her.
So, what's our first move?
I guess we go down to the detention center and talk.
Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right?
Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this.
I wonder if he looks exactly like you. Your phony Zen E-Funk, I mean?
Oh my God. I hope not. And what kind of name for an evil double is Zen E-Op anyway?
Ah, Nick, I got it.
If you're gonna ask whether I got a twin brother, the answer is no.
Spoil sport.
How ironic! I got one.
Any ideas?
Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual? Or was it just me?
What do you mean?
I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who just found out he's going to be a dad or something.
Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange.
Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick.
Oh my God. Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya.
Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you.
And maybe it's because of our new guilty client?
Okay, let's get to the detention
Alright,
center.
let's go to the detention center. Da-da-da-da-da. George! January 6th, detention center. Visitors room.
This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty.
Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me.
Ah! How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? You put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying.
Aren't you?
Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down. Ah, are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie, remember? Maggie Bird.
Oh, jeez. Now, the package, real quick. Remember that one case where there was a group of con artists? I wonder if those boys have anything to do with it.
I don't know, maybe.
Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quick...
Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes. You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see.
So that's where we stand right now.
I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time.
But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life?
She's the epitome of that dog sitting in the burning thing going, this is fine. This is fine.
At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir.
Talk to her. Maggie Bird.
So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable.
Okay.
My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir.
And then you got into this mess straight away, right?
Yeah, you could put it that way. What happened? This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Tribulations. Tribulations? Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included. Oh. There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. And then?
Yep. Poison.
One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? I know. I never seen the guy before. Oh.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right?
Of course. A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright.
Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy.
Guilty verdict.
So, if you saw the murderer, why are you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time.
Well, how is that possible?
I don't know, but nobody, not one person would believe me. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job.
Look, that wasn't me, okay?
And then, they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And
no one else saw this other guy.
no, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
The other guy.
I was the one who took the coffee to the two men.
Oh? What was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
MC Hammer, perhaps?
I think it's something different.
Oh, yeah, something different.
So it was a band CD. Maybe a promo disc?
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Hey, get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that? Well, people did buy MC Hammer.
What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC. And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember.
Damn it.
Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really.
Why don't we move somewhere?
Okay, well, the only other place to move is the Criminal Affairs Department. So let's go.
Yeah, okay.
January 6th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, everybody out there, just give me a drop and tell us how we're doing so far.
Yeah.
It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick?
Looks like Gumshoe isn't around.
He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work.
No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case.
Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh?
After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure killer is the right label.
We already did that, so let's go back to the Wright Co. law offices and move. Okay. Let's go. You know what? Go back to the detention center and present something. Present the newspaper clipping. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey, this article is about my case.
Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits.
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Wright.
Ah,
Hey, Maggie, was my evil double I am here too? No, I don't remember how phony you, Maya. Oh, what if it's so cool? You got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said.
Wait a minute here.
okay, I get the picture. But you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me?
I guess looking back now, it was a little strange.
Only a little?
Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and
So the guy was nothing like me then.
but he had your spiky hair and blue suit.
Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sure. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial?
Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. So we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright? Do you think we'll win next time? Sure.
Huh?
My life has been a full-course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the ninth floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed in almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. City office is really gonna pay for this.
But what are you staring at me like that for? Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out.
We'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get Sydney help for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you what Tribulations is then.
Right, the restaurant where the murder took place.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. Please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food.
Oh,
Now we know where you're gonna go. To the cafe.
Tribulations.
Ta-da-da-da-da-da, George! Okay. January 6th. Très bien.
Oh, crime scene right there. Ooh.
What's
What's that thing behind the counter?
Wow.
Jesus.
Look at this place.
Look, more like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right?
Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here.
Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here.
Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take anything we want.
Yeah, I suppose we can.
Well, let's examine.
Well, you already saw that this thing behind the...
It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French.
Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya?
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then.
There's something stuffed behind the rack.
Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages.
MC Bomber.
MC Bomber, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000, maybe?
And who's that dude in the corner? It kind of looks like Mask the Mask.
I think so too.
I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. Huh. It's paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning.
What?
What? A paper from the day of the murder. There's gotta be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper.
Well, back to the detention center then. Show it to Maggie.
First of all, I want to read it.
Yeah, read it.
Nope, there's nothing there. It's just the same picture. Well, let's look around and let's take a look at the table real quick. Because if we're at the scene of the murder, this must be the table where the murder occurred.
I guess so, with all this police table around it.
And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking at the tablecloth, okay, Maya?
Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know.
And why can I picture you doing just that? This restaurant has partitions to separate tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. That's interesting. That should be interesting to see. And this table's set nicely. Just needs a customer.
What do you think this flower is, Nick?
Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip, and it's not a sunflower, I don't think.
Duh, even I could have told you that.
Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dag nabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist.
Damn it, Jim,
I'm a doctor, not a pool man. Wow, it's beautiful winter wonderland out there.
Really? Cool. I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing.
Gotcha. I was only kidding, Maya.
Nick! There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that are definitely aren't.
All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Try to play a practical joke. So let's see here. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or close. Well, it must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jacques about French.
Well, it's fermé, which means closed, so...
Yeah, homeboy here's been taking French on Duolingo.
Absolutely.
And he's been stellar.
Oh, yes.
Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here.
I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see. A bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine bone china cups.
I never knew you were so cultured.
Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much.
Schmo. Well, yeah.
Schmo, yeah.
Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spit out money.
Oh, my God.
What? You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. The magical box that spits out money. Okay.
Lord, we apologize.
Don't apologize. It's good shit. Let's go back to the detention center. So let's present that newspaper clipping because that's
That storage paper.
Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. The Gustin Braun managed to defend his heavyweight title.
No, but I want to fight him one day. Sorry, Maggie. That paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder.
And Goodson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh no.
I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tribulations.
Really? Really? That's strange. Tribulations doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind?
Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here.
Aha! That's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD.
Just as I thought.
I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So, that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd think for sure the Master of Crane or the Spirit Song or even Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim.
You're right.
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh?
I think we better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
Absolutely.
Well, what are we waiting for? Can you talk to her? No. Can we move?
Absolutely.
Back to Tribulations.
It's because we come back and January 6th, Tribulations.
Oh la la! Bonjour! Welcome to La Tribulations.
Oh, well,
What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff.
What the?
Look at this.
Bienvenue! Welcome to my petit restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay.
Tell me what this guy looks like. I dare you.
huh?
Oh, we apologize in advance.
Huh?
B Avenue.
B Avenue?
Oh non, my petit chouette.
Huh? Me?
Look at these face, like a kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath for mélange d'arrêt and a hose. My personal recommendation.
You think I need what?
Oui, oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to the bath water and voila. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic.
Really?
And voilà, monsieur.
Oh, me?
Look at that face. Like la puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, no? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. And maybe a of... Oui, oui. I will add la peppermint and la clarissage for la fragrance exceptionnelle. Such an integrated recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur.
My beauty?
Alors, if you will be seated, I will bring you la special menu of the day.
Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers.
Mais bien sûr. Mais bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur.
He does? Is he... Don't tell me he's the bum that tried to defend the client.
No. You are la Phoenix Wright, no?
Yes. You know me?
Mais oui, oui. I'll never forget the man who works with me, especially in calls.
What?
Don't tell me.
I guess he was cross-examined by our mysterious Zinny Hop.
It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already.
I wonder what sort of impression Zinny Hop's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong. Enchanté.
Let's hurry up and talk to this guy. My retinas are starting to burn.
So what does Tide Beyond mean? I know Tide, but that means 3, right?
No. Très bien is français. In English, you would say, very good.
Oh, very good.
Oui, exactement. L'atmosphère est très bien. La cuisine is très bien.
If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here?
Ma cuisine is not flawed. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine.
I thought everyone liked hot cuisine.
Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have enough hands.
So you're running this place on your own now?
Oui. Le moment. No one has entered my advertisement. Oh, pour moi.
Please don't eyeball me while you say that.
I am the chef. I am the manager. I am also trained aromatherapist.
Roaming what?
Roaming what?
A practitioner of thermotherapy. The art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas.
Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but.
Now, you know what? If this isn't an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, I don't know what is.
At least the place looks clean. So, could you tell me what you know about the incident?
Yeah, it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened.
Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing.
So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in the Alvarez coffee suddenly became ill.
Because of the poison in his coffee?
That is la truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair.
He was dead?
Mon Dieu! Oui, he was dead. Maggie had passed out also.
And this man who died, was he alone?
Oui, monsieur.
Oh.
All alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but
I see.
la police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table? They asked. But I am not the only one. The old man said the same thing.
Old man? What old man?
Old man.
So who is this old man that you mentioned?
At the table, la Medell, there was another customer here.
What? Someone else saw it?
Mais oui, as usual, he came alone that day. At the time of la murder, he was here. He saw it too.
What?
But he said the same thing, that there was no one else at la victim's table.
But Maggie swears there were 2 people.
Mais mademoiselle, la lawyer, he could not prove this, no?
About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose?
Mais bien sûr.
Wow. He's the first person who said it wasn't me.
Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now, who's the one making stuff up?
I don't know. We're stuck. Hold on, let me get the book.
Well, let me move to the criminal affairs department. Because maybe Gumshoe's back by now.
Nope.
Let's talk to the chief here. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Master Mask turned up at the bank? What's he doing? Hands up, you scalawags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. Looks like Rhonda Lights opted for a new career. Quit
surfing the net, Chief.
Sorry, it's just, things feel pretty tense in here. Alright. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks.
All right, so now it's calling you to go back to Tribulations from the detention center and present and talk to him about Maggie Bird. You know, present Maggie Bird.
Yeah. Oops, wrong.
Please, monsieur, there is no need to show me that. You are more. Phoenix.
You are Monsieur Phoenix.
You are Monsieur Phoenix Wright, the most defense attorney in town.
I think I can imagine how he formed this completely wrong impression of me.
Well, thanks for helping.
The last time we met, did I show you this badge?
Oui, you flash it to everyone in that restaurant.
Looks like Zenionov is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick.
Profiles, okay.
Maggie was a policewoman once, n'est-ce pas?
Yes, but she had to quit for reasons beyond her control.
Oui. She was not suspected in la merde d'investigation, no?
Oh, you know about that?
That is why I give her to la perfume for happiness.
Happiness perfume?
Oui, blended from bergamot, like I've given you before.
But she's been arrested again and found guilty this time.
This is true. Your natural aroma when happiness must have gone very strong.
Just admit it, your perfume doesn't work.
And I'm surprised you was that perhaps suspect. After something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like that? What do you mean
like
something?
what?
Something like what?
What's this guy talking about?
Does this mean Maggie did have a motive?
We've gotta ask this guy for more info, stat.
Well, what are you waiting for? Talk to him.
When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen?
Oh, oui, I suppose you can say so.
So what happened?
No, it was nothing.
Look, Maggie said she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come with some kind of motive.
Oui, it is true.
If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant.
So please, tell us anything you know.
Uh-oh, Cyclops!
Well, that's
There's 3 of them.
that's a pretty tight chastity belt.
Cyclops?
Sorry.
Wait, what are you gonna do, Nick?
We'll just have to remove... What the?
What's wrong?
The Magatama! It's gone!
Huh?
I had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into thin air.
What?
But I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby?
Oh, God.
Mr. Armstrong, could I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting. Was anyone else sitting there?
That is a question you will have to ask him yourselves.
Huh? Him?
Loudman spends all of his times down the park.
La Park? Oh, a park. What park is that?
Behind the restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square.
Thank you. Merci.
Je vous en prie, my dear.
Let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick.
Okay, so the Magatama's gone.
Oh, I hope we'll find it soon. Let's just get to that Vitamin Square then.
I didn't notice it was missing before. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. January 6th, Vitamin Square.
So this is Vitamin Square.
Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you.
Hey, Nick. That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about?
That grouchy looking grandpa?
He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons.
Do I get to be the old guy?
Yup.
Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. My grumpiness threat level's just been raised to red. What the hell? Who is this guy?
Just talk to him.
Excuse me. Would you mind if I had a word with you?
Yes.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions.
What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons?
He's really chucking those seeds at them. That's gotta hurt.
Go on, eat this.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird?
I don't know any Maggie Bird.
Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Taiwan.
Ha! Disgrace, I tell you. Another disgrace.
A disgrace?
An innocent young girl revealing herself like that.
Revealing? You mean her uniform?
Youth of today, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values in Japan, like honor and modesty?
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
You? Your problem is you lack any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts.
Stupid old bastard. Do you go to Tribulations a lot?
That miserable excuse for a restaurant? That garbage they serve and there's not food? Where's the sushi? Tempura? The rice?
Tribulations is a French restaurant, sir.
Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls?
You mean the waitresses?
You could see all the way up to their yes, the waitresses.
Their thighs, I believe.
Whatever.
They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Listen, it's not my restaurant.
It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant, that place. Miserable.
He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going?
I've been on regular.
Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if you just like it so much, why would you keep going there?
Sir?
Hey, you filthy pigeons, you want food? Ha take that.
You must be hiding something, right?
If he is, I should be able to see a psych block or 2. Oh, wait. I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh?
Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else.
If Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm gonna be in a world of pain.
Now, let's examine things first. What about that, job listings thing here?
So, okay.
Look at that.
Ooh, there's a magazine here.
It's a magazine full of job listings.
You disgusting rogue, picking up something else. You disgusting rogue, picking up something someone else threw away.
Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job?
That's none of your business.
Sorry. Guess I'll just take the magazine with me then.
I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back.
Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up.
Job listings added to the court record.
Hey, that's mine.
Okay, now go back to Tribulations. Now go back to the restaurant.
So we're just going back to the restaurant.
Yep. Then present the job listings.
Mademoiselle,
Yes?
are you looking for a job?
What? No, I was just...
Let me see. Your style is too different, but you have a good face.
different.
Félicitations, you're fast. I rely on you. Bien, come with me. I will teach you everything I know.
Nick, help!
I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both? So now what?
All right.
Well, I'm gonna
Now
start
back to the detention center and then the criminal affairs department. Maybe they're ready.
Alright, well, okay then. So back to the detention center and back to criminal affairs.
What's this now?
January 6th. Detention center. Visitors room. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later.
Right.
Alright,
Criminal
criminal affairs. January 6th. Police station. Criminal affairs department. Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent? No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation. Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. Gumshoe's really fired up about this. Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot's gonna be the prosecutor. Oh, him. Now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again, yes, well, I'll make sure you get locked up good for it. Got it?
Let's talk to him.
The guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh? Yeah. Back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie,
right? Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know? Hey, what's with the funny looks, pal? I was just hurt. There wasn't anything like... Look, sure I was her boss when she was doing her training, but that was it. Nothing happened.
I'm sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. Okay, I gotta ask something. So
Not yet.
Gumshoe's 32 and Maggie's 23.
Uh-oh.
That's a 9-year difference.
Yikes.
Whatever. So that's it. A big old Gumshoe is a little old crush on Maggie.
Oh, I don't like her or anything. I was...
Note to self. Gossip with Maya about this later.
Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You gotta keep it a secret, got it?
Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time?
Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You don't have to be blind not to see what's on your mind.
The victim. So, I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim?
Glenn L. He was a computer programmer.
I see. A programmer.
He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal.
Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often?
Not according to the chef. Said it was the first time he'd seen the guy.
A programmer. And a first-time customer at that. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that?
That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in her trial.
You're kidding! What was her supposed motive?
Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I haven't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay?
What could this motive have been?
This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself.
Oh, that's right.
The judge already ruled on the case, and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony.
Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, huh?
Look, pal, I've got a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there and a bit off base sometimes, but she was a good cop.
It's not exactly complimentary, you know.
So what do you think really happened?
And just how contradictory is her testimony?
The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim.
Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD.
CD? Oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD.
And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD.
What?
Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal.
But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too?
Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie.
A radio? He didn't have a CD player?
You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all.
Come to think of it, the owner of Tribulations didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide.
All right, well, let's go ahead and present him that sports paper. See what he thinks.
So,
That sports paper.
that's what I was thinking of doing too.
Present it to Gumshoe.
Oh, here. I thought you were talking about the chef.
No, not him.
What's that? A sports paper?
Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Tribulations.
It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here.
Take a look at this. See this writing here?
MC Bomber. Hey!
What is it?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber.
Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once.
That's no good. I can't remember.
And he goes back to being the Gumshoe we all know and love.
Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble.
handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case. Thanks, pal. I'll bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue. Sports paper given to Detective Gumshoe.
Now talk to him about John Armstrong.
Talk to him about what?
Yeah, present John Armstrong.
Oh, so
The chef, yeah, present that to him.
Profiles. The chef at Tribulations, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle. What's in it?
I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day.
Under orders?
Yeah, you know, there's something about that guy.
Huh? You can't stop thinking about him?
Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I can't stop thinking that he's involved with this case somehow.
Seems like he knows a little something more about our charming chef.
Well, let's talk to him about another topic.
Yeah, the charming chef.
So what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Tribulations? It's kind of hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway.
Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything?
Well, that sort of stuff is kind of unimportant gossipy stuff, you know, pal? Look, how about this? You go to Tribune and investigate the place yourself. And if you find out anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okay?
I suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out more about the chef at Tribune, then report back to Gumshoe.
You heard yourself. You heard the man. Let's get to
I
it.
guess we're going back to the restaurant.
Yes, we are.
See, he's probably got Maya in an outfit now.
Well, I think so too. Who knows? So I'm reading on my thread. It looks like Ray's got a liver problem.
Oh, Jesus.
This is not good. Well,
That's not good.
well, let's continue.
Okay, sorry about that. Just making sure I didn't miss any calls or anything.
Yeah.
The flower sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy.
What the?
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Who was that just now? A customer?
She may be important.
She had a sort of dark aura about her.
Ah, welcome. B Avenue.
Wow, what a cute voice.
Oh, it's just you, Nick.
Mamaya!
Well, how do we look?
Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium.
Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. You're my first ever customer.
And who was that woman I just saw?
Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat.
I am kind of hungry, actually.
Let's talk to her.
So, how do you like your new job, Maya?
I never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I can do any of that.
Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come.
Don't forget about the ultra cute waitress. Check out my give me a tip smile.
Lunch special.
Hey Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, or so he says.
How much is it?
It's the twin tea set, so it's $20 of course.
A twin tea set? I believe I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive.
What? But you can't. Come on, Nick. It's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register.
How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy.
Remember that case?
Yeah, right. Maybe later.
About the lunch.
Oh, a fine choice, sir.
No,
Kitchen, a lunch special, please. With all the extras. Drink, side salad, dessert, and gift.
I don't need any of that.
Just a moment, please, sir.
Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this set lunch then? $20, huh? With the drink, side, salad, and dessert, it's $45? What? Hey, wait a sec, Maya.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe fortified lunch set.
Whoa!
A dish inspired by lobster and albino francais with a balsamic vinaigrette. Bon appetit.
Thanks?
Come on, Nick. Hurry up and try it already.
Lobster, huh? All right, down the hatch it goes.
Well,
Are you hungry, Maya?
I'm starving.
Here, it's yours.
Really?
Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate.
I just remembered. I've got to clean the toilets.
Hey! You can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets.
One special item in the court record.
It costs $20 despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. It's a piece of shit.
No wonder it's a kitchen nightmare.
How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad?
Hey, Nick. You want to take a peek at the kitchen?
Kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea.
Kitchen.
Now, what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all of the chef's greatest secrets.
In the kitchen? That sounds tasty.
Well, that's where I'm moving. Hey, wait up, Maya.
What is it? I'm pretty busy right now.
Weren't you going to show me around?
There goes my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face.
I better conduct the search in the kitchen myself.
Well, get to there. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da, charge.
Okay. It's actually not that bad in here.
No. Hey, do you see that?
And here it is.
Something on the ground. Oh.
And here it is, the famous Tribulations kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually.
There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure.
Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop chop.
Examine, what is that? Look at all this crap. What's this? Looks like a treasure chest or something. Do you have to pee or something?
Not yet. I'm good.
No, because you look uncomfortable. Looks like a treasure chest or something.
Wow. Look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same too. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
What?
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder?
Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he?
Well, here's the thing. If that's the one he's looking for, and look at that on the table.
Yeah, the Magatama, remember?
Oh,
Now go get it.
In the corner.
Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce. What's that?
Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah, look! Right there on the counter. My magatama.
My Magatama! What's it doing there?
What indeed?
Magatama, put it back in your pocket.
Yeah, no shit. What the heck was he doing with that thing?
Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty.
There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature.
Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it?
Looks like a collection of poems he's written.
Poems? Cool. Read one out. And say it in your best French accent. With intensity, okay?
Okay, here's one. It's called
Printemps. Printemps.
Printemps. The two of them like actors of a film. The coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea and I know that what I will do. I must lie to you. I must.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, that's a poem for you. Alright, well,
All right, let's get back to Vitamin Squared. See what you can find there.
hey, there's a bike there with a cracked hubcap. Man, it looks like it's all beat up. Old guy's not here anymore. Drat.
We still have some unanswered questions for him.
Examine the bike. See what you see.
A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked.
Hey, who do you think you're doing with my bike?
Oh,
My God.
no, I was just...
You've been messing with my new ride? Is that what you've been doing?
The new ride? Isn't that kind of...
You're gonna pay for this.
It wasn't me. I was just passing by.
Hey, then who's that one that covered my saddle in crap? Huh? You're gonna pay. You catch my drift?
No, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it.
A wise guy, eh? I gotta beat you so hard you'll feel like you was smooching the express train.
Uh-oh.
You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you's gonna pay.
Actually, I'm a lawyer myself.
What do you say?
I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at
Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I am.
So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only.
There's your phony. What?
Out of my way, I gotta cruise.
He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he?
I think so.
He wasn't anything like me. Guess I'd better make a note of the scooter.
Scooter added to the court record.
Ha! Pathetic. This guy. Oh, it's you. You threaten a little brat like that, and you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time then? I was in that strawberry. I had some thinking to do. Well, like you had some cowering to do.
Talk to him.
So yeah, so that's the guy that poisoned him. That's the guy that imitated the defense lawyer. That's the guy that got her canned in prison. But why?
Why?
Who is he? Man,
Well, yeah, I think we found our suspect, but might be on regular.
are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? Hey, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Take that!
Uh-oh, Cyclops!
Really? I knew it. This old guy's got something to hide. But what could it be?
Okay.
Is it time yet, or
Not yet. Let's get back to the criminal affairs. I think
Go back to Criminal Affairs Department. Gotcha.
Yep.
Detention Center, and then the Criminal Affairs Department. So we haven't gotten to the chef yet, though. We can't report back to him. Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me.
Remember? He wanted to take a look at the prints.
You must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said that the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn L. No doubt about it. I expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Sports paper refiled with the court record.
And then you got
MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Hello? I get the feeling there's something I need to show him.
yeah, that bottle. Remember what you found?
You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Huh? I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while?
I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Yep. Mm-hmm. I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef. You suspect John Armstrong? I got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. Uh-oh, that must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
And I'll talk to him.
Let's talk to him.
Armstrong's secret.
So, what's Mr. Armstrong's secret? You ever had lunch at Tribulations, pal? Yes. So how was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so, yeah, I guess it's probably the food. The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red. $500,000? Are we talking dollars? Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, the figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. Damn.
John's loan contract, court record.
And the owner of the loan is tender lender. Jesus.
Let's get back to Vitamin Square, because guess what time it is?
Oh, it is time, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I can't wait. Move. Vitamin Square.
Right.
Okay, buddy. Here we go. The first one of the day. JDF, this one's for you. Ready?
It's overtime!
3 Cyclops. Tribune regular. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at the restaurant that you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants: to eat.
To eat? Is that the whole truth?
But what do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to a place for its food.
The lunch special, the food.
The proof is in the pudding. Or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the Twin T set.
The food at Tribune is terrible and expensive.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a job of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons.
What a load of crock.
The taste's another story, but the price, it's nothing to me.
So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn?
Exactly. I have so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day.
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke.
The sports book. Well, you know, job listings.
Because of the book you had behind.
Yeah.
This is yours, right?
My magazine.
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
So what?
One down.
So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money.
Oh.
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Cappuccino.
Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great.
No, it's not. But, anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers?
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Tribune because of this.
The sports book, yes.
Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribune.
So? What of it?
This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than a month ago.
Well, what?
Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind.
One down.
Tell me,
Why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Tribune is Maggie Bird.
The waitress, yes.
Well, what are you asking me about that girl for?
She was the waitress at Tribune.
Ah!
Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress.
Ah! But I don't recognize that face.
And you're probably telling the truth here because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. Right? That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it?
Can't take it.
To you, that waitress was your...
Enough. Please. No more. Stop saying that word. Stop saying waitress. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, there you go.
Unlock successful.
Now talk to him.
Sir, yes, that's true. I was there for the young girl. Find some dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
No, didn't mean it like that.
I didn't get one of those lousy cups of Giavicino every time for $8. All because of the servant girl. Punish me. Let me,
Really, that's not what I'm here for.
You'll be the same. Another 20 years, you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
No, really. Listen, sir.
Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect, huh? I'm Victor Kudo.
Sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You young ones think you know all. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more.
This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his cyclops and everything. Guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood.
Oh yeah? I got an idea. Bring the waitress from Tribune. Maya's outfit, remember?
Yep. So
Present her. Talk to her about Victor Kudo, the profile.
Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons?
yeah, he fed me as well. Got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes.
Ooh, ouch.
Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Huh? Me? Why?
There's something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure, okay. I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that?
I guess.
Well, here we
Here
go.
we go. Sir?
Huh? You again, huh? Well, I see.
Nick, his eyes are burning into me.
It's okay. I think it's going pretty well.
Car.
Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, all right?
Play on the slide?
We're so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled.
Pigeon. Car.
How can we crack this guy?
Excuse me, please, sir.
Quiet. Can't you see I'm feeding the pigeons?
Oh, look.
Mia!
Well,
If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you.
yes. Of course. Certainly. I'm Victor. Victor Kudo.
Even from beyond the grave. Wow!
Talk to him. About the incident.
You mean the man who died after drinking the Giappuccino?
It's just like it's like he's a different person.
It's quite a shock, even for me. He's a strange looking boy. The girl took the Giappuccino over, you see.
And? Was the customer alone?
Definitely. He was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Giappuccino
And?
and he said something like, "Wah!" and then he collapsed. Dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
And you're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything. Whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. It looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either.
Tribune. You like the food at Tribune?
Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story.
London's in England, not France.
Oh, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy.
You visit Tribune a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come see you there.
Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. The man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con?
Armstrong's record. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh no, those eyes. I can't take this.
He has really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers?
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things, maintenance. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Giamicino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku?
A Japanese poem. Explain all you need to know about that chef. Convicted before a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
Wow.
Man or woman? What?
If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia. He couldn't do enough for Mia.
Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help.
Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you.
Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Okay, let's go back to him, and I think you know what time it is.
Oh, we know exactly what time it is. January 6th. Tribune.
I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah. Plus, no one came to the restaurant.
Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya. No, how can you leave me like this?
I'm sorry.
That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a psych lock or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Volunteers, of course.
All right,
you know what time it is.
Great. Wind up, ready, set.
It's forfeit time.
That's one of my favorite parts.
Yes. Maggie's motive.
Oh, he's sweating like a pig in church.
What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling.
I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Hello, I feel conversation. Just don't talk to me.
Huh? That was a new world record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
La man who that day had a lottery ticket. $5 million.
$500,000?
But after incident, this ticket, it disappeared.
The ticket disappeared.
This was la motive that la prosecution gave for Maggie. They said 30% demand to get the $5 million lottery ticket.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
Melo,
You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why.
No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I'll confess to you everything I know.
Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person.
He did it.
He did it. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there is a very high probability that it was you.
Ah!
Wow, that is one piercing scream even for a man like him.
Mais pourquoi moi? What? Pourquoi? You have no evidence. I am not Master Mask. I'm not the kind of person who steals the property of others.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past.
Victor's note. Remember that haiku?
A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems.
Please read it and put some feeling into it.
Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu! Le mensonge! You are the liar!
You deny it?
Do not make la false accusation, s'il vous plaît. So, do you have any proof? I want to say lie contested proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers.
The contract.
Imbecile! Imbecile! You are an imbecile!
What are you singing?
It's one of my favorite chansons. It's called Imbecile. It is French. Come, monsieur, sing together with me. Imbecile, imbecile, you are an imbecile. What?
Wrong. Armstrong's definitely stolen from his customers before. I just need to find the right evidence to prove it.
So do you have any proof? What is like a test for proof that I've ever stolen from one of my customers?
It's not the loan contract.
Is it the sports book? No.
Well, is it?
What? Okay, goddammit, read the thing.
It says you said there's no bet.
Let me see this.
Fine. Fuck.
Victor's note presents Jean's loan contract.
Let me get to the other.
Huh. Interesting. John's loan contract didn't work.
I better find something else. Watch. Okay. Try the sports paper.
Alright. Alright, let's try it. No.
Imbecile, imbecile.
Oh, damn it.
Alright, here we go. Lord, we apologize for the delay here. We're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, he stole a magatama from me.
He did.
Seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
What is that?
This is my magatama, and I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that screen just about broke some windows.
I have a weakness for la little trinkets and la figurines. Mine, it just slips out. It just slips out. I cannot stop it.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right?
Oui, it is la truth. I'm just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not a small trinket, oui? It was $500,000. Mais no, why would I steal it? I have no need for that money.
Really now?
Oh, monsieur, what is it?
Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash?
Now you present the contract.
So you gotta think outside of the box, package.
Yes.
This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Unlock successful.
Hey, it's a refill. Now let's talk to him.
Mr. Armstrong, you said the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place?
The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece.
Maggie said something about that too.
La winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Give us $500,000! He shouted.
And the ticket?
Oui, he had all these stickers spread out de la table. I was so desperately I needed money, so I...
Put the poison in his coffee?
No! Oh no, you naughty man! I simply helped myself to one of these tickets. What?
He was dead already.
La victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them.
Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you.
No, this is not true. Winning ticket, right? I did not take it. La ticket for $500,000, I mean.
But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
Mais non, ma fille. If it's not, that's enough.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Cadone!
What in the heck are you doing here?
This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I'm a lad. I'm like I had no, just a pretty little girl that everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket. Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So? The ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. He did win something. $1.
You see? I just have to protect this. Without my looks, I have nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Voilà! You too! Time to laugh at la petite lily ahead.
Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore.
We just not throw it in the trash.
Looks like we got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway, we can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this. And certainly not again.
Whew. Well, get ready for battle. To be continued. Spend an hour and a half. What do you say?
You know what? I don't know how long this trial's gonna be, but let's push it.
Let's do it.
We shall save our progress in episode number 2.
For episode number 3, rather. Part 2, trial.
Let's go. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie.
Maggie!
Ah! Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, you doing all right? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you? Yes? You'd better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious.
Hey, detective. You're on our side for once, right?
Yep.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you sure?
Of course. I got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't match with the facts, make sure you point it out, all right? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
Nothing is ever as it seems.
Nope.
I can only wish.
Okay, so here's what he says. Lamo, plant the evidence. Sprinkle some crack on the body and walk away.
That's one of my favorite parts.
January 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Order, all rise.
That was 7 minutes ago. Jesus, we missed the boat. Court has now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
bitter.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? What's wrong? What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me." It's a little, well, intimidating.
Oh no, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty?
Sorry, Mr. Goodell. Your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you were Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me.
Now then, Mr. Goodell, please summon your first witness.
All right, here we go. The good detective himself.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation?
Witness, state your name for the court.
Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe.
Other way around, detective.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
Since yesterday?
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
Well, Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Incorporated, a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m.
And here are the floor plans of the restaurant.
Yeah, let's take a look at them.
When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were two other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo.
It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Blueprints of the crime scene. Ex-victim seat.
Come, detective. Take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own two hands.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elk, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And looks like Ms. Bird might have had, well, some kind of a motive.
Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
The facts in this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me.
The incident.
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir.
Press that.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and press it. Hold it. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said, and I...
Objection! What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Press harder.
All the time. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed it. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, Wright.
Huh?
I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant.
Oh.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen.
This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place. Correct?
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trike, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Well, he might have been blocked or sitting out of the way. Who knows?
Our photo added to the court record.
We understand that the guy, Glenn L., was listening to the radio at the time.
Continue.
Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup.
Press.
Hold it. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder? Well, to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection! Ha! You put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite?
The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. It seems that the poison can only have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Harder. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh wait, you're right. That's what I was thinking.
Objection! In case you are wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me?
Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
What piece was it again?
This.
Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it.
Lipstick.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup.
Lipstick?
The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this.
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
Coffee cup added to the court record.
Upon further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch.
Continue.
And it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive.
Press.
Hold it. Some kind of a motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
Objection. You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chug out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'm saying we could always get another witness on the stand if we have to chug you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Press harder.
Every time. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
If that's a $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant.
What? Wow.
Ooh,
Order? Order.
ha! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Run to the bank.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron that delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket.
Somebody could have passed that shit off. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, but Maggie's prints were the only ones on it.
What? Wow.
Order, order, order. The court will accept these items into evidence.
Apron, big pocket, but small pocket with big stains. Potassium cyanide.
Ooh boy.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Goodell. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The same blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You don't need to be told, just look at it.
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
I thought everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case.
Oh no.
The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established.
Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
Well, maybe we can find a crack in this.
Yeah, let's see. The investigation. Start talking.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Victor Kudo.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
All right.
I know that last statement's a little suspect. I'm just trying to figure out what evidence to present.
Well, I'll tell you. Well,
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir.
continue.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her.
Continue.
The victim didn't have any identification on her.
Press. What kind of identification?
He didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
58 cents?
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
I think I'm onto something here.
We figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly.
Press.
Ow! Wait a sec.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
That.
He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket.
It seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask you hear more?
About the prescription bag. What is that?
So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It's completely empty.
Prescription bag out of the court record.
You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite?
Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective?
So I guess go back to the one and go back to the previous one and press again.
No, I don't think so. So what does it say now? When Maggie was searched...
Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison.
Continue.
Shit.
Continue. Yeah, continue.
And that was it. There's nothing else missing from the crime scene.
Now present the bag.
The bag, the prescription bag. That one?
The victim got this from the doctor. We're going to Tribulation. The bag is empty.
Objection! Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. You know what it is? That inhale. You know what? The goddamn chef stole it. He put it in his perfume bag. That bottle is either nasal spray or an inhaler or something. But that was his prescription.
What?
Wow. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Order, order. Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on this prescription bag, if you will.
What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear...
Otolaryngological.
New Ear... Otolaryngological Clinic. Oh, otolaryngological? Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot?
Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What? No.
It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is. Very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No.
Dick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do?
Push the medication issue.
Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? The medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
Objection.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
Objection. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems like that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
Objection! It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable. That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot?
I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick.
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Court is adjourned for recess.
Okay.
I think this might be a good. Do you think it might be a good time to cut off here?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
January 7th, 11. Unless we just skip right to the next part.
Yeah, wait for it to be continued.
Yep. January 7th, 11:03 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Phew. That was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. I felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again.
Poor Gumshoe.
So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Over a waitress outfits and projectile seeds.
I bet he's going to be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. Okay.
Well, looks like we're right back in it.
January 7th, 11:15 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Goddard, your next witness, please.
The prosecution calls lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
My name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too.
Don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
Occupation? Ha! Listen, young'un, how much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do, or did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. You're a dying breed. Hey, maybe you could embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh, yes. I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino.
Seeds?
What do you think these are,
I see.
So you saw everything that happened, Gramps?
Did I? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I did. I saw it all.
Then please, tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure. I'll tell you every last detail.
Really getting into this. A witness for the prosecution.
That I witnessed.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a cappuccino.
Wait a minute. That hair.
That hair looks a lot different.
Oh, wait a second now. You remember that other?
Yep.
The serving girl brought him a cappuccino. She put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
2 people.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Gah, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones, huh?
Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses, it's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me?
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't forget the good old days slip away.
Don't let the good old days.
Don't let the good old days slip.
I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you know what to do.
Young man's reading sports paper.
Continue.
Servant girl brought him a giacchino, but she put something in it.
Continue.
Man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and collapsed.
Continue.
That's the servant girl right there in the defendant's chair.
Press.
Remember her well.
Hold it. You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Particular features? That's a disgrace, is what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her, you know,
Thighs.
practically naked in that uniform.
Objection.
So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away.
Cat, there are things to recognize about her, too.
Seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do?
Press harder.
Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Curio, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were lit.
Press that.
Hold it. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
As if I wouldn't remember that.
Objection. The witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight.
Hang on a second, though.
What?
Oh, that's a red ribbon. Shit. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow.
About the waitress's back.
The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Nothing's loose.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection. He's got you there, Gramps.
People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons.
This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps and ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Mr. Curio, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I'll bet.
There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front.
All right, present the apron. Because there's something funny about it.
Objection! Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this.
Cat, that filthy thing would suit you filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. You think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot. What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front.
Oops. Oh, God. Oops.
Witness, you can't just oops your way out of this.
Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial in our hands. Listen, Trite.
Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant.
That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird.
Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching.
I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing.
Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
Can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times, he's blocking it out.
Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
All right.
Here we go.
About the victim.
He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to wires. I remember that well.
The victim, yeah.
Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Is that kind of cruel?
I suppose, but it's what I do best.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
There's another of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles.
Continue.
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 He had a newspaper in his right hand and a noisy brat kept rustling its pages.
Continue.
The young man was listening with wires. I remember that well.
Continue.
Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino.
Continue.
The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
What about the cup? Press that. Present that. No, not press.
I'll just say hold. Hold it. His free hand? Yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was wrestling a newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? His free hand wasn't his right hand, and which hand was it, you moron? Ow, ow.
Perhaps the great Mr. tried his 3 hands.
Yeesh. It's only asking. Don't need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory is more holes than a slice of Swiss.
I guess you just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh?
Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake and he's ours. Yep, I know what I have to do.
They present the cup. Is there something odd about that cup? Objection!
Objection! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Care to tell us where this is going, Wright?
According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. What is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. How? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Yeah, looks like he was on this right hand.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! Do you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad? You're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony. But that young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's a dead young hotbot, It's a dead young hotbot, you spiky-haired yahoo who were at fault. Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure, why not hear a little more?
Mr. Kudo.
But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor.
Jesus. Left hand or right hand?
Boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. Kept fiddling with it all the time. Was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
That's true.
Now that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen?
It's the inside of the lens, the screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HD, TV, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad. They don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. Doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are facts in the good old black and white.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right.
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same size as the green lens of his specs.
Continue.
He kept fiddling with it all the time.
Continue.
He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too.
Present the profile, the victim's profile. Glenn Elk.
Wore an HMD over his left eye. His left eardrum was ruptured.
Yeah.
So that's... So yeah, he couldn't have possibly been hearing anything out of his left ear because it was deaf.
Yep.
Objection.
I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but
Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
what?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. I can only see that side of his head. From where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Huh? Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon. Pretty pigeon. Order. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot?
A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. That lad drank his Jabatino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Objection! Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection! Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this.
Objection. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless.
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a false.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, you can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned.
Hold it! Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo.
That's that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbled old man who can't even dot his T's and cross his I's now.
How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut till now, but there's something else to question, you know.
What?
There's more?
To be perfectly honest, there might not be any. I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What do you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet. Much, much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster.
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would ya? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds.
Experience in-game overlay. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's... No.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over.
No, he didn't.
Wait, what?
No, he didn't. It was standing up when we got there.
It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
I don't know about that. Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Hey, you're doubting me again? You're doubting the poor defenseless old man?
No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah, so what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain, that's why...
You're a bird brain, that's why that's all you can think of. Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Alright, so yeah, that is odd, though. How does he know that? First of all, I want to stress this might be nothing.
Continue.
The young boy slumped over the table, so he took one sip of his Javachino.
Continue.
Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over.
Press it.
How does he know that? A vase, you say?
Yes, there's vases on all the tables in that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. Practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them too. But he didn't upset it, though. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there.
And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase? Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define...
Okay, I get it.
I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned into my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked.
Okay,
Part of me should press that, but...
yeah, press it.
Hold it. Soaked in water, you mean?
Yes, splashed me on the knee as well.
You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet, the water still managed to splash onto you?
It was cold. I clearly remember it splashing me.
Could the water really make it all the way across the other side of the room?
Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
Let's see. Let's see. The vase was on his table.
Okay.
Present the crime photo.
On which statement?
This statement. Yeah, the crime photo.
So let's take a look at it. I mean, I don't see it here, so yeah, obviously.
Objection!
Objection! Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. Ow, ow! Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. Ah! What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes, go on. The broken vase. It was on my table. What? Well, you see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Oh my God. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Nah, wait a minute. That's the case, there's more. I got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Wait, listen to me.
Get him out of here. Move.
Old fogey. Well, you seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and still not in the position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Goodell's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's. Yes, Your Honor.
It's been added to the court record. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase of my seat. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I guess
that might be more important than you realize.
Well, that's it for that.
Yeah.
We're going to cut it right here.
So, yeah. So there's definitely more investigation to do, and there's a lot of unanswered questions. But that's good news, right?
Right.
So, we're so thankful that you were able to spend some time with us tonight, and we are so happy to let you know that I am off the hook when it comes to cancer. You know, I'm so glad, I'm so blessed for that, but folks, there's one thing left to do here. I am the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the package Andrew Steele.
We are the Steele Brothers,
And we are for real.